This is 25 pounds of buttercream. Baking is not for the weak, okay? Literally and figuratively. It's day 2 of Halloween baking, and this is arguably one of my favorite days of the week because it's filling day, and we're starting it off strong by writing out 2 schedules for me and my assistant. I kind of reworked my entire schedule for the week. Writing out 1 schedule is hard enough, but writing out 2, it's kind of like a whole nother beast, you know what I'm saying? But delegation is good, okay? So for my schedule today, we're making all of the fillings for all of my macarons, cakes, cauldron cakes, and cakesicles. Making this much filling requires a lot of eggs, butter, margarine, and heavy cream, and I'm freaking pumped. I can't wait. So I took my wellness shot, I got some coffee. This is my baking fit of the day. I've got Minion socks, pink Crocs, green apron, and a cute little witch's hat. And the first thing we're making is chocolate ganache. And when I say chocolate ganache, I mean a lot of it. So freaking delicious. And because you guys have been so good to me lately, I'm giving you not 1, but 2 slow motion pours of this chocolate ganache. This is a 4 times batch, so there's a lot of it. It's going in my chocolate ganache macarons, my s'mores macarons, and my cauldron cakes. Literally, it looks so good. It looks so good watching this batch. I add saran wrap to the surface so it doesn't develop a film, and then I immediately get started making my candy corn ganache. This recipe is a lot more complicated. I use a lot more ingredients, and it's with white chocolate, which is kind of temperamental. I heat my heavy cream, steep the candy corns in it, strain it, and then I use an immersion blender to make sure everything's nice and smooth. I put it back on the heat, and then I slowly added my white chocolate. At this point, my arm was killing me because it's so much mixing, but it's so worth it, okay? I literally got like an arm pump from doing this, but look at it. So gorgeous, so smooth, worth every single second. And I know a lot of people think they don't like candy corn, but this is very, very good. It's more like a marshmallow flavor, which I love. These are the only 2 ganaches I'm making for my filling, so I got started making all of my simple syrup for all of my cauldron cakes. It's a brown sugar simple syrup, and it's just so that my cakes don't dry out because they're not going to be fully covered by buttercream, and I don't want them to get dry and gross. And now for the best freaking part of the day, you guys. I'm making my salted caramel, and look at this. Seriously, I can't even describe to you how amazing it is. Just look at it. It looks so freaking good. And I know that was like a 5-second time lapse, but this took me an hour to make all 4 batches, and it was worth every single second. It's my best caramel to date. I'm making 10 batches of this mock Swiss meringue buttercream, and I know I showed you the 2 giant containers earlier, but it's really hard to describe how much buttercream this actually is. The thing I am very good at is time management, okay? So I'm constantly having to stack each thing, and I did all 10 batches back to back. This took hours. So basically the cycle goes like, while I have 1 batch of buttercream whisking in patty, I have Betty's bowl over the double boiler whisking with the egg whites and sugar. And then once those are ready to go, I put those in the mixer. I get Patty's buttercream out. I put it in the big container, and then I start the cycle all over again. Not only does this take forever, but it takes a lot of arm power and a lot of mental power. I can see the relief on my face right here when I only have 1 batch of buttercream left, and it was so nice to finish. Slapping the last bit of buttercream into this container was like the highlight of my night until I remembered that I still had to bake the sheet cake that I forgot yesterday. So, feeling good. I got out my ingredients to come up to room temperature, put the buttercream to the side, and then I started making that last batch of sheet cake. And I like to make little challenges for myself throughout the day, so I was like, okay, I'm going to clean my entire kitchen in the amount of time it takes for these cakes to bake, and I did it. Both cakes came out absolutely perfect. The counter, showered, changed, and then I headed over to Michael's to make some bulldog ramen and sleep and see him and cuddle. See you tomorrow for day 3 in a morning vlog. Okay, love you, bye!